has to do with finding our unit rate. Oops, might have by the pen. So if I have unit rate is basically what it is for the rate for one. So you're going to have looking at items that happen for several gallons or several hours or several minutes. We want to find out what it's going to be for one. So the big thing when you do unit rate, we're going to have to do some dividing and we're going to have to set it up. So in the first one that we have here, it says 78 miles on 3 gallons. So I'm going to compare miles to gallons. So for miles, I have 78 miles for 3 gallons. And I want to know what it's going to be for 1 gallon. So the way that I'm able to do that is I'm actually going to have to take the top number and divide it by the bottom. So if I do 78 divided by 3 is going to be 26. So that means it's going to be 26 miles for 1 gallon. So you might see that written a little bit differently. Sometimes you'll see the rate, they'll write it like this, 26, and then miles per gallon sometimes is written like that. So you have MPG, so miles per gallon. So this is the unit rate. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. So the next one says it's $52.50 in 7 hours. So I'm going to have somehow money per hour. So it is $52, oops, and 50 cents for 7 hours. So to do this, I'm going to actually take my 52.50 and divide it by 7. And that gives me 7.5. So that means that it's $7.50 for 1 hour. So the unit rate is $7.50 per hour. Okay, now the next one that we have is 416 miles in 8 hours. So miles over hours. So 416 miles in 8 hours. So I'm going to do 416 divided by 8. And that's going to be 52. So it's 52 miles for 1 hour, or like we said before, I could do miles per hour. Okay, now we have one that's a little bit different here. So let's look at this last one. It says that a 64-ounce container of a sports drink costs $6.50. A 48-ounce container of the same juice costs $4.25. Which container size is a best buy? So what we're going to have to do is find the unit rate for the bigger container and the smaller and see which one's a better deal. So in the first one, I have $6.50 is what I have for a 64-ounce container. So I want to know how much it's going to be, basically how much money it's going to be for 1 ounce. That's what I want to find out. So if I go to set this up, I'm going to do my $6.50 divided by 64. So $6.50 divided by 64 gives me a long decimal. It looks like this. 0.10156, and it keeps going. But here's the problem. When we talk about money, the most that we normally do with money is one decimal place. So we look here. If that number is not 5 or greater, then I can drop everything that comes after it. So I can treat that like it's 10 cents. So this will be 10 cents for 1 ounce. Let's see how much the other container is. So the other container is $4.25 for 48 ounces. So we're going to do the same kind of thing, $4.25 divided by 48. So this ends up being 0.0885, and then that keeps on going. So remember, like we said before, second decimal place is the most I can go. But if there's stuff that comes after it, I can round up. So if that's an 8 that comes after it, that means that I can round this 8 cents up to 9 cents. So I can make it this. So it's 9 cents for 1 ounce. So if I look at the two comparisons I have, this one's 10 cents, this one's 9, this one's a better buy. And that comes from the 48 ounce one. So the 48 ounce container costs less, so it's a better buy. Okay, we have one more piece we're going to look at with proportions after this.